Oh man, so in this video, I'm going to be talking about the top 5 best altcoins I'm accumulating right now. As you guys know, we're in the midst of this crypto winter, or bear market as we like to call it, and we don't know how long is this going to go on for. But one thing we do know is we've been told to dollar cost average and hodl. But which coins, right? What are the coins which I'm currently personally buying right now? An important caveat: some of these coins which I'm going to mention to you, I already have overweight allocation in them. In other words, I don't need to add any more technically. But if you guys weren't in these projects already, these are something which, if it was my portfolio, I personally would be buying right now if I was not overweight. Now, the first one we're going to be looking at is Ethereum. How can we neglect this one, right? Pretty obvious one, but a lot of people are neglecting this. And the reality is, what the coins I'm focused on, which you'll see here when I talk about them, are hugely slanted in our favor in terms of risk to reward. And that is where things get really, really fun. A lot of people are allocating to new altcoins, exciting projects, which I too will accumulate. But right now, I'm focused on those projects which are giving me asymmetric risk to reward. In other words, if Ethereum just returned to all-time highs right now, and I was accumulating this at the very bottom when it was below $1,000 on Ethereum, it's an absolute silly return on a very big project, which we cannot write off at this stage. Of course, we've got ETH 2.0 coming up, touted for mid-September, which is, weeks, a matter of weeks away. If we don't get another delay, this could be huge for the crypto space whenever it does eventually happen, and it's not something we can ignore. I mean, Ethereum's still the top in terms of total value locked. It's not even close, second, third place, and not even close just yet, and we have to give them the benefit of the doubt of having first mover advantage. So definitely Ethereum tops the list, and you guys probably aren't surprised by that one. Now, the next one we're going to be talking about is Matic. Polygon Matic, again, something I've been talking about for a very long time, guys. Scroll back into my feed and you will see that I was talking about Polygon Matic when nobody else wanted to talk about it. And what was my rationale behind it? My rationale with Polygon Matic was the exact same rationale I gave you with Ethereum. They were the first adopter. They were the first in the space. Early mover advantage in the layer 2 space. Now, you can argue with Ethereum, there are better layer 1 solutions out there with better tech, new innovation. Same with layer 2. You can argue there's better ones with newer tech, better innovation. You may say, oh, I like Optimism. Oh, I like Loopring. Oh, I like something else. But the reality is, who has the first mover advantage? When you think layer 2, it's Matic. Who has done all the best biz development? Matic. Same with Ethereum. They've done it. So you have to place value for a project which has already done versus a project which has technology but hasn't proven the traction out just yet. Very, very important. Okay? If it's, for example, if you were to use the analogy of an athlete, right? You can look at an athlete and say, this athlete has potential. But until they've played in the Premier League, if you were here in the UK, or if you guys are talking about some sort of other sport, if they're not played at the major leagues, then they're just what we call a talent, right? They have talent, they have the attributes, but they're not proven. So we have to give favor, and the asymmetric returns will come from those who just need to return back to their all-time highs, who have just proven that they're capable. So definitely Matic is that one for me in terms of the layer 2 play. Moving on, we then have Chainlink. Again, a boring space, right? Like, if you think about it, data oracles, when does that ever come up as a theme? But another one which I've been continually dollar cost averaging in on, and I think Chainlink's time will come and it will steadily climb. For me, if you go and survey smart contract participants right now, people who actually go and build the use cases that people are using on dApps, they will say, if you turn off Chainlink, the infrastructure will collapse. So many people rely on Chainlink to pull the data oracles and the feeds. It's a critical piece of the pie, and again, deserves a part in my portfolio and something that I actively want to make sure I have a position in. Again, it needs to have its time in terms of some of its marketing. There may be some weaknesses there, but I'm looking for projects which are actually doing stuff, that are actually building stuff, are proven. And if you switch them off, it would mess up a whole bunch of infrastructure, and Chainlink is definitely one of those. Next up, Polkadot. Now, Polkadot is an interesting one because, again, I was dollar cost averaging in, I was talking to you guys about it, but it ran into an unfortunate period of time. If you're looking at the launch of their parachains, which went really, really well, they didn't get the notoriety in terms of their price movement simply because we ran to our all-time highs on Bitcoin and fell off a cliff in November. Such bad timing, but definitely Polkadot, helmed by Gavin Wood at the top, ex-Ethereum, great team, great technologies, love what they're trying to build in terms of the internet of blockchains, and they've actually proven it. They fulfilled their white paper. And again, another project which I have to accumulate. And if you look at the pattern of the coins I'm showing you, they are coins which have been there, done that, proven it, but they just need to build that notoriety. They've seen previous bull markets and bear runs, and they're a safe pair of hands. And those are the ones that actively I want to be focused on right now. Will I ladder in on more riskier plays? Will I ladder in on things like Algorand or Phantom or Near Protocol? Absolutely. But when the time is right, and maybe buy them a little bit more expensively if I need to. But right now, I want to be focused on these blue chips because these are the ones which are going to move a lot quicker, which you'll be surprised about, right? Next up, Cardano. My fifth one is Cardano. And I know Cardano is like Marmite in this community, but for some reason, people just want to hate on Cardano, and I don't understand why. Cardano, another great project, and I think of Cardano like a nice hedge to this portfolio. So with Cardano, I'm betting on the fact that something slow, methodical, peer-reviewed, done the right way, first time, even if there are delays and done really slowly, that is what I'm betting on in this portfolio, because I have enough projects in my portfolio that move fast and do reckless things, right? Things like Solana. Maybe you have other smaller projects which kind of move fast, but then maybe they have some downtime, or there's a bug in the code, or things happen. I mean, if you look at Ethereum, that's a great example, right? They move fast and they got that first mover advantage, but now they're struggling, right? Now they're having to switch to proof of stake, and now they're changing the engine on a plane whilst it's at 40,000 feet. Very, very difficult. Whereas Cardano is going the slow way. They're saying we want to make sure everything is configured before we let this plane take off. So definitely as a hedge in my portfolio, if all these others were to get it wrong, then my bet is that something like Cardano could be that shining horse with a lot of potential to pick up in the layer one space. So there you have it, guys. Those are the 5 altcoins I'm accumulating right now. Now, an important message I want to give you. When you are new to crypto, you only know a few cryptos, right? You know Bitcoin, you know Ethereum. As you start to progress in crypto, you get overwhelmed. You think there are thousands of cryptos and you don't know where to allocate your funds. But when you become really mature in crypto, that is when you realize there are only a handful of really good projects with really good potential. And once you build conviction in those projects, those are the ones you want to double down in. Nobody is going to build serious wealth putting $50 into a bunch of different low cap coins. That is gambling. You're better off buying a lottery ticket. But building wealth is about building regular streams of income into high conviction projects. A small portfolio focused on projects which you truly believe in, which if the price dipped, you feel comfortable buying more, and when the price rises, you can trim a little bit and let the rest ride. That is how you build wealth in crypto. Guys, hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to smash up the like button and subscribe. Remember, it's about finding those coins right now, which all they need to do is if they return back to all-time highs, you are already in crazy profits. There's no point layering in a bunch of risky coins which haven't proven themselves in the midst of a bear market. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure you let me know in the comments below if you like this type of content, and I'll see you in the next one.